कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। Ununderstood, not understood, strongest point becomes the weakest point. When we don't understand what is our strongest point, then it becomes our weakest point. The thing which could have given me lot of quietness, the same thing misunderstood and misused can give me lot of disturbances. I have said few times that we have lot of love inside. Nobody can say I have no love inside. And what is the proof that we have love inside? What is the proof? The proof is that we are sad sometimes. Our sadness is the biggest proof that we have love for something. Unfulfilled love became sadness and anger. If you find out anybody's life, he cannot say my life had no sorrow at all. Or in my life there is no anger and irritation at all. There is no day passes without this anger, irritation, frustration, depression. Depression, leave it. At least anger will be there. Or sadness will be there. And if you collect whole life, supposing whole life means till what you have lived, still you have to live. So till whole lives, whatever life we have lived, if we collect whole sadness, amount of sadness and anger, it will come to quite a bit. And that means we had lot of love. Of course that love was scattered, misdirected, undirected. There is where Bhagavat is coming to train us in the matter of directing our real love. Loving means, I see joy in something and then desire that. Loving means, I see joy in something and then to get that joy, I can give money, I can give work, I can give my life. When I give in my something for somebody of this world or something, I give my time to you. I educate myself only for love. If after education there is no money, supposing, and you are not going to get any job after your masters or honors, whatever is there, or engineering or manager, you are not going to get any money, you are not going to get any job, and your education will not take you to marriage. That education nobody will want. Because it does not give me that what I loved. So we have a natural love for the things or beings of the world. When I say love, it means I am ready, I have desire and I am ready to give my time, my energy, my qualification, my actions, sometimes integrity. I can lie also if required. And this way we pass our time, pass our life, not our time, pass our life in searching for some kind of that love which can give me total fulfillment, and at the end of the day, we are sad. As the life passes, sadness decreases. Sadness increases, Sadness increases, anger increases, guilt increases. 10 years back, you may be lesser guilty than today. 20 years back, if you are not careful, more guilt will come. Maybe I had lesser anger, more anger will come now. Because as we go ahead in life, I feel that whom I loved and what I loved did not reciprocate in the manner. It is all the corpse of my love all around. It is dead love now. And I am living with my dead love. Dead love, understand? Not understand. Whom I loved, I am not saying he is dead. Or what I love. What I loved and whom I loved, it didn't give me that joy. वो मजा नहीं आया. I gave lot of time to somebody, lot of emotions to somebody, lot of energy to somebody, or anybody, or my action, or get money, whatever is there. But what I got in return out of my so-called love, anxiety, fear, worries, concerns, jealousies sometimes. You introspect that. We give big name like duty, etc. फालतू की बात है सब duty. It is your misdirected, undirected love only. Misdirected, contaminated, undirected love called attachment or hatred. We can give a nice name of my so-called dharma and duty. फालतू की बात है, धर्म और ड्यूटी वगैरह कुछ नहीं है आपकी. It is your sheer ahankar and attachment. Nothing to do with the duty and dharma in it. Dharma gives peace of mind always. You know that? Dharma's characteristic is that it, after performing the dharma, it gives you peace of mind. And attachment is that after performing it, it increases. There is no end to attachment, but there is an end to a dharma. Bhai, hamara dharma ho gaya, I am completing my job, now I am over now. But always understand, attachment has no end. If you feel that something is not ending, then it is attachment only. It is not a dharma. It is not a duty at all. You have lost of POW, power of withdrawal. Dharma means I did it and it is over now. I have completed my job. And after completing my job, I am much more freer. I have got out of some attachment. I am feeling more quieter now. We scattered our life in our love. And therefore, any person can be made sad very easily. Just find out what he has not got in life. I am giving you the art of making somebody sad. Oh. Just find out what is his weak point. If he has no joy of a son, just trigger that point. Why, you didn't have son or what? Bas, he will be sad. If his wife doesn't serve him properly, supposing, you just tell, क्या हुआ भाई, भाभी जी खाना वाना नहीं बनाती क्या आपके? Just trigger something like that. हमारे यहाँ तो हमारी वाइफ तो बहुत ही अच्छा खाना बनाती हैं. She cooks me for every day. There is some new dish, and in your house dishum is there. So, bas 2-3 lines, and already the hidden sadness will come out. Little touch somebody's ahankar, Only 2-3 shirts you have, you don't put any other shirts. I'm not talking to you. Very easily you can trigger that. If you don't know Sanskrit or something properly, and in front of others I ask somebody, okay, you chant, and you could not chant. And I tell, see, learn from him, that's enough. छू दिया ना अहंकार को. So it is very easy to make sad because his lot of love is scattered all over. My point is this. It is not that he did not have love. He has quite a love around. But misguided, unguided, contaminated, impure, multifaceted, multifocused. Love leading to rebirth, leading to anxiety, leading to anger, leading to frustration, leading to depression, leading to what is it called, total kind of disarrangement of mind. This is their so-called multi-directional love. ये पागल आदमी का लव है ये. He feels weak. Nothing is called weakness of a person. Weakness is not that my body is weak there. Feeling weak is bodily is one thing and mentally is another thing. Bodily you are feeling weak, I think you should go and take rest. Go and have a good sleep. Vitamin C, D, whatever is there, go for your blood test and take some medicine. Orange juice, ABC juice, whatever juices are there, you take it every day, you will be fine. Do some pranayama, anulom, vilom, you will be fine. Do some exercise, you will be fine. Mental weakness is another thing. Mental weakness is the unfulfilled desire. He's enjoying. Mental weakness is, understand, because you should not be victim. Mental weakness is, I have desire. I've lost hope of fulfillment of my desire and my object is not there outside. I wanted you and you are not there with me. खूब पिटाई होती है because of our so-called scattered, I am repeating it, scattered, multi-pointed, contaminated, misdirected, undirected, unthoughtful, impure. You are keeping, I am stopped writing now. Anti-God, anti-Guru, anti-Scripture, anti-ideal, anti-principle, egocentric love. This is called attachment. Gurudev used to say ego and egocentric attachment. कुछ नहीं है और कुछ नहीं किया यहाँ पे. And that makes us sad because of this thing, that. If you have no desire for some issue, how can it make you sad? Morning I was telling in the class, if you remember that? If non-veg is distributed, 8 people are there, you are the 9th one. He gave to all 8 but not to you. You will not feel bad that he didn't give. I don't take it, good you didn't offer. Or supposing you go in a party, and that everybody is given one peg. My glasses are there, somebody out of courtesy. Ab he saw you, didn't even ask you, you don't feel it. You said, no, I don't. I hope so. So, you don't feel bad. You don't know which vasana comes at what time. So if you don't get a thing, it's not a problem in life. You don't get a thing, is not the issue there. Issue is I wanted and I don't get it. That is what I am said, that lover's dead corpse of love is stinking inside our heart. Then I will sing ghazal. Before marriage it was Bollywood song. After marriage for a few years, then again we started singing, what is it called, some kind of, Bollywood continued for some days. After 5-6 years, then ghazals start. Then after 10 years, bhajan. It is not the question. It is not the question that I am sad. Why? What is there to be sad? आपकी सैडनेस की कोई कीमत है? 2 कौड़ी की भी कीमत नहीं आपकी सैडनेस की. Will your sadness inspire anybody? Your happiness inspired. He is all the time happy. So what a personality. What a knowledge he has. It's a very inspiring person. What nice he plays for the country. What inspiring game he plays. What inspiring schedule he has. It has no value. And therefore it is very essential to collect back your love first. This collecting back all our love back and redirecting to one altar for which it was made. Don't put kerosene oil in the car. I hope it doesn't run. I think it will be spoiled if you put too much. Diesel and petrol itself is different, I think. And sometimes they mix it. And that disturbs the car. Sometimes they put something in the petrol. And it goes all around the whole car. And it can create a problem in the car. Mind was not made to love everything. Body is not made to eat anything. Junk food, lot of chips, etc., and lot of butter, and lot of salt, lot of oil, and lot of what is it called, wheat flour, and lot of white sugar. If we eat all these things, and after that we expect everything will be fine, body was not meant for it. Mind was not meant for it. I have put any love for anything in the mind. Except God. God's love I reduced and I put any love, anything in the mind. And I destroyed my mental health. It is not diseased mind. Kami mind is a diseased mind. Angry mind is a diseased mind. Right? It has pain. It cannot be removed. Jealous mind is a diseased mind. I feel very neglected. Morning only I was talking about. Somebody neglects you is another aspect. But you feel neglected is another aspect. Somebody neglects or not neglects, that is his problem, or maybe unintentionally or intentionally, I don't know. But I felt neglected is not his problem. That is my own ahankar that wanted the place and therefore you did not get. Therefore I am neglected. This is my disease. To feel neglected is a disease. To be angry on somebody is a disease. Because you had a desire from that person, therefore you are angry. And world was not meant to desire. If I had no expectation, desire, then how can you make me angry? Therefore you are angry from some close person only. You had desires from him. Anger is a disease. So how to get out of this disease? The only way to get out of disease, I am telling you back, let us collect our. It doesn't mean that we have lot of emotions. He is a very emotional person. He may be emotional, but he may be totally emotional wreck. Or emotional brat. He is emotional. What shall I don't want to use all more words. It's coming. I have to hold myself. Otherwise you'll say morning start, you started. Because he is emotional doesn't mean he is good. He has wasted his emotions. Like somebody had a lot of money and he invested in smuggling, in drugs. Somebody had a lot of money and he invested in, getting the wines. Why? Emotions are very precious for us. Precious things should be very carefully dealt. So what we should do? Supposing I collect all my emotion and all my sorrows for 2 minutes. Till date, what sorrows you had? Supposing you are 35, 40, 50, मान लेते हैं. And you had lot of sorrows, and I collect all your sorrows together. And for 2 minutes you think that all my sorrows what I had only for God. I tell you, God would have been revealed by now. I had got sorrow for I was not good in the studies. My always report was below sea level. पहले तो उसका sadness था. Then whom I wanted to marry, that person, boy, girl, ran away. That sorrow was there. Then whom I married, then another sorrow came. I told you, if the person is good, then also you have to be very possessive. Not good, then also. Or supposing that was good, job was a sorrow. I collect all the sorrows together. And all sorrows were only for Bhagavan. You know what would have happened? Sorrow makes you very intense. Anger, lust, sorrow, these emotions are very intense emotion. Because when you think, you don't say, I am very angry, mind is running a lot. In jab your mind may run. Why Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, then you forgot Jai Jag Jeevan Ram. Or any name you may remember. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Shri Ram Lagu, Ram, Shri Ram Lagu. One actor is there. Anywhere you can go. Mind runs, but so many, my mind is running so much in anger. Anger is very intense. Only that person. I mean, thought doesn't go about that person when you are angry. I don't know your experience. My experience I am telling you. When you are angry on somebody, the thought, the shape of the person is very nicely round and sound in the mind. Your experience also must be there, same. All are so quiet, as if I only get angry. It is very intense emotion. And when you are sad, you are very intense about that sadness also. Supposing you are there and you got some money or something, it got lost. Bhagavan got lost and we are not sad. This love for God, whole sadhana is to collect our love, make it one love, focused love. Focus means for one. Make it purer love, purity in the love, purity in the love. Ekagra love, ananya love, ekagra prem, ananya prem. And what else? Ekagra prem, ananya prem, nirantar prem. If somehow I can collect my love and give all my love to one Lord, how we will see that? I'm just making some points. And how life will be after that. Then who can make you say? I don't want to become a big person. I don't like anybody that anybody goes away. Aao, jao, it's fine. I don't want money. Let money come, let money go. I don't want something very external. You cannot make me sad. What I want? यह बिनती रघुबीर गोसाई और आस विश्वास भरोसो तजो जीव जड़ताई यह बिनती रघुबीर गोसाई चाहे न सुमति सुगति संपत्ति कछु रिधि सिधु विपुल बढ़ाई हेतु स्नेह राम प्रेम पद. I want only one love. And how that love will come, we will see now. मोरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसरो न कोई. दूसरो न कोई is very important. How is it possible? How is it possible that they can love one God and we can't love that? Therefore I said, we have lot of emotions, but unhealthy, poisonous emotion. Like somebody has cooked lot of food, but it's not worth eating. In that food, lizard has fallen. Very nice kheer is prepared, paisam, or vegetable is prepared. In one paisam, one lizard has fallen. Other kheer, other dish, one snake has fallen. And vegetable where? 2 cockroaches has gone inside. They thought it's kadhi patta. It got mixed with the masala. Only when they started eating, they found kadhi patta has now hands and legs also. Not worth. Arey baap re bhato, how much hungry you will be, you will run away from the food. हमें नहीं चाहिए, keep it with you. ऐसे ही अपना इमोशंस है. We have not given time to purify it, to unify it, to clarify it, to focus it, to make it towards one Lord. How this is done, we will see that. Why we have not been able to do that? Simple reason, I'll tell you. Very simple. We don't understand that what God has done for me. Every sorrow has God's hand. You know, Kumti said that Vipada Santu na Shashvat. The sorrow also is made out of God's compassion only. What God gave me, what He did for me, where He took me. You think about Lord. No, forget about your ahankar and what you want. Don't take that into consideration. Ahankar and mamkar are God forgetters. Ahankari person forgets God, forgets Guru, forgets scriptures, forgets his duties, forget what his father, mother has done for him. All problems are because of forgetting. And here, God has come in life. He has done something. And therefore, Arjun's love was focused. And therefore, his whole sorrow was only yesterday. Because his only one sorrow was there. If you have to be sad, have one sorrow only. He was having sadness only because Bhagavan was not in front of his eyes. What a beautiful sadness is there. And to be sad for Lord, you have to be very happy with Lord first. If you don't enjoy somebody a lot, then his absence will not make you very sad. Supposing in my presence you are not very happy. But it's true or false for you to decide. Then if I go away, then you won't be very sad. You'll become philosopher. You'll say it happens. What has come goes. But if in my presence you are very happy, you are overjoyed, then my absence will give you sadness. So because Arjuna was very close to God, close to any person being means being very happy with somebody is being close to somebody. Because Arjuna was very happy with God. Therefore, in not having in front of his eyes, he was so sad. And to be happy with the God, you should have no relation with the world. Because finite joy and infinite joy can't coexist. Joy of ahankar and joy of God can't coexist. Joy of ahankar and joy of son, daughter can coexist. Joy of son, daughter, mama, mausa, all can coexist. But joy of having something worldly and joy of having Bhagavan doesn't coexist. Therefore, Duryodhana didn't have joy of Lord Krishna. Karna didn't have joy of seeing Bhagavan Krishna. Arjuna had, Draupadi had, Rukmani had. Because he was Rijitvat Arjuna, he was very simple. He was egoless. Ego is God's pusher. It doesn't allow that to take the joy of Lord. And because Arjuna had egoless mind, therefore he, in presence of Lord whole life, he enjoyed a lot. Yesterday you saw that. He is remembering that this, I had gone in Draupadi Swayamvar, or I had gone in this place, or Durvasa. Everywhere he was overjoyed. Therefore, devotee of a God is very happy by nature. Happiness shows that he has too much identification, too much Ishwar Vasana is too strong. Tulsidas ji's Ram Vasana was very strong. And that Arjuna's Krishna Vasana was very strong, that he was very, very happy. And therefore, when he thought that I cannot see Bhagavan, therefore he got very, very sad. And in that sadness you heard yesterday, he cried so much. He had a focused love. So in that prem there was ananyata, dravata, ekagrata, purnata. Ananyata means nobody else. Ekagrata means single pointed. Dravata means melted heart. Fourth was Nirantarta, continuity. Unless this is developed, minds, dirts don't go out. High speed horse is required sometime to please. High speed horse is there, no? There is a lot of dirt. Tivra bhakti is required. Mand bhakti doesn't work here. And therefore it is written, please see, 29 shlok. Bhakta nirmathita ashesh kashaya dishanaya Arjuna. You saw that. By his devotion, his kashaya means his vasanas got churned up. Bhaktya nirmathita ashesh kashaya dishana. He got totally purified. He missed him badly. Viraha Katar Arjuna was there. He is not missing house and wife and children. He is not missing that. Geetam Bhagavata Jnanam Yattat Sangrama Murdhani Kal Karmot Karmattamoruddham Punaradhyagamat Vibhu. You know what is love, bhakti? Where you give three things to God. Your ichha. Actually, the devotion is a name of a desire. Desire to give all the desire to give all your astitva, your separateness of existence, separateness of desire and separateness of notion. Giving of these three separatenesses is called devotion. Again say slowly, and please don't add after this. So, oh, okay. I have already written two. So, because I have written and you say, then I get discouraged. Okay. The loving is giving up three separateness. Keep to three, yes. So, loving is giving up three separatenesses. What is three separate? My existence and yours existence are separate. Means what? When I say your existence is my existence, means what? I don't want to become anything. क्या बढ़िया बात है. बस आप ही हैं, अब हो गया हमारा क्या? When you are there, where am I there? जब तू था जब मैं हरि नहीं, जब मैं था तब हरि नहीं, जब हरि है मैं नहीं. You are there, now your existence is mine existence. I don't need separate existence than you. Dust of the feet has no existence other than the feet. Don't keep my name. More saran Rama hi ki panhi. Bharatji says that I am taking the refuge of the sandals of Bhagavan. Reducing the difference between my and his existence. Generally we go out to get name, to get my desire fulfilled, to get myself honored, to get my name, to get my desire, my notions. I don't have that. I don't go out in the world to fulfill, to see that I'm going to go get my identity. I'm going out to make your identity. My life is just an identity dissolving life. This desire to dissolve identity in Lord's blueness, in Lord's identity is devotion. आप हैं, बस हमें और कुछ नहीं चाहिए. आप ही आप रहिए, हम न रहें. And how do you make identity? By action, by doing some work. Work is done. People did not take my name; they took his name. Arey bhai, his name, my name. I am there to dissolve my identity. It doesn't matter to take his name, her name. I don't matter. भगवान का नाम हुआ कि नहीं at the end? At the end, Lord came or not. Bas, this is my final product. This devotion is not easy. Because ordinary person is identity struggler. He struggles to get his position somewhere. And this devotee is there, he is not bothered about whether you give him something or not. He says, by at the end of the day, what I want, in my heart, I want you only. I don't want to see myself. This, what shall I say? This non-tolerance with separateness of myself with the Lord is devotion. Again I am repeating. This non-tolerance with the separateness of myself with the Lord is devotion. One husband, wife were there, very close. So somebody invited the wife. And wife was very loving the husband. Really it happened. He said, I'm giving a card, he gave. Somebody gave a card. My marriage card, not any informal card. Informal marriage. And she said, what about my husband? In my card only my name is there, Mrs. Such and such. He said, no, only one is allowed. He said, no, I can't come without him. I cannot come without him. Sorry. No, but we want to honor you there. No, he has to be there. I am no one without him. This is what I am talking about. As if somebody is introducing me and he says, Swamiji, I will introduce, but Gurudev's name we don't want to take. Sorry, then I think don't take my name. As if somebody is asking Hanumanji, I will introduce you without Ramji. When you get hurt without Lord being your introduction, when you become very sad because of the distance that has been created with the Lord, either with your actions or with your desire or with your action, with your notions, and you are working to reduce that separateness, working to reduce my separateness is devotion. Separateness of identity, separateness of desire, and separateness of notions and ideas. And when you have no pain of separateness, क्या wife है फिर अब तो? I am happy to go without husband anywhere. Husband is somewhere else, I don't bother about that. I owe my existence, but I don't give myself to him. This is Sansari's life. He is bent on separating his identity from God. He wants a separate name, separate form, separate position, separate importance. I was neglected. I was not taken care of. Arey tum ho kaun Piddi? You Chiddi and Piddi? Who are you? When Gurudev is going or Guruji is going somewhere, and we are there, 4 or 5 Swamis are there. I told you, no, somebody's house, they prepared 5, 6 malas. अब क्या करें? 2 people were there, husband, wife, that too old. अब he started, we said, bhai, please see Guruji right now. And please attend him. By attending him, we all are attended. Our existence is not different. You garlanded him, we are all garlanded. You gave him purnukam, we'll take. You keep the food, serve him, we all will take from our plates. You keep the food. Because you are only 2. If many were there, we could have thought. If your mind is here and there, just be focused on one area, we all will take our food. By his honor, we are all honored. This intolerance to the distance that you feel with God, and you will feel the distance. Your actions will make you feel the difference. If you do something wrong and you love me, you feel the difference with me. I may not say anything, but you say, today I'm feeling distant from Swamiji. I didn't complete this work, or I lied, or I said like that. And that pains to a lover. It's not that I'm happy to be like that. It gives me pain, as if better I die. At times you feel better I die rather than having that distance. What is the meaning of my existence? I have no existence like that. And when we do something good, we feel, no, today I could reduce my distance by 1 millimeter with the Lord. That is my puja, that is my tapasya, whatever is there. When we go to Vrindavan many times, and some of you must have done parikrama also. Parikrama? Giriraj is parikrama. Who was there? You were there? You were not there. You. After completing the parikrama, you feel distance with God has reduced. And when distance is removed, you don't need anybody else to give you something. You got it. You got it. I don't want my separate identity. Don't attend to me separately. This desire to be getting separate attention भगवान की पूजा करो ना, हमारी क्यों कर रहे हो? इन भाष्यकार अमानित्वम, व्हाट भाष्य इज देयर? बोलो. आत्मश्लाघा वर्जितम, आत्म पूजा वर्जितम. Attend to God. Don't see to me. Don't make me important in your life. This is devotee's inner cry. Anybody he sees outside, he just sees, okay, let him make God important. हमारा नाम मत लेना. You know, when in Sindhubadi, somebody asked Gurudev, if God and you both are standing, whom shall I prostrate first? And Gurudev used to joke in the lighter vein. He said very seriously, in your life such situation never come. So he said in a lighter vein that in your life such situation will never come. That means I don't think so you have the desire to get darshan. But he became next. Everybody laughed. It was a question answer session. And then what second line he said, it touched my heart. He said, even if such situation comes, you don't have to prostrate twice. You will find me at the feet of God. Even if such situation comes, this is what I was telling people. You have to prostrate once only. Guru and Govind will not be two places, they will be standing. Guru will be at the feet of Govind only. Therefore he is Guru. Who is inseparable from the God, he is Guru. One who can be separated from the God is not a Guru. Like you and your voice is inseparable, God and the God's voice called Guru are inseparable. Ananya prokte gatiratra nasti, Kathopanishad says. He is Ananya with that. One who strives to get separate identity is not a devotee. Okay. Ordinary person dies to get an identity. From the wife, from relative, from in-laws, from work, from money, from house. He makes a bigger house. Hardly one person, very big house. एक मुर्गा मुर्गी है, घर इतना बड़ा. Little you have to eat, plate is so big. This is ordinary because it's show, no, you show the drawing room. People will come and see me, they'll sing, oh wow, what a house, what a house. They'll praise, oh what a nice curtain is there, what is. उसको identity चाहिए. If somebody praises God, he won't like. Sansari person is there, no. पाप वंत कर सहज स्वभाव, भजन मोर तई भाव न काओ. Papi person sign is that he doesn't relish God's name. Katha, God's name, he won't enjoy. He wants a poison. Poison has become his food. He doesn't know that poison going inside will only create pain in him. He eats the poison of attachment, poison of anger, poison of ahankar. That is his diet, and therefore he is restless all the time. He is not going for the bhakti amrit. Nectar of devotion he doesn't want. Separate desire. Separate identity. I am intolerant to this separateness. Enough of this separateness. बहुत हो गया. नहीं रह सकते हम आपके बिना. People should not see me, they should see you. When people saw Lakshmanji, they definitely searched Ramji after that. Nobody saw Lakshmanji alone. He made himself such that if anybody saw Lakshman, they say, hey, where is Ram? Ram must be around. If Lakshman is here, Ram must be around. That was their introduction. It's not that Lakshmanji is here and Ramji is somewhere else, Ramji is, and Lakshmanji left. Rather, he hid himself so that people should see me. Lakshanaya. By that Lakshanen, Lakshman means whose Lakshan is Ram, through which you see Ram. He is the Tatast Lakshan of Ram. Who's the Lakshan of Ram? People used to see the one who is ahead of the white, of the fair boy, he is Ram. This is how Janakpuri they introduced him. With no introduction separately. But we want to, fly. Oh, flag I want to hoist. I did this work. Anybody did like me? I'm very special. Everything about me is special. My clothes are special. My glasses are special. My walking is special. Our foolishness also is special. बेवकूफ आदमी. हम खुश हैं. Our misfortune of life is, without God we are very happy. सुखिया सब संसार है, खावे और सोवे, दुखिया दास कबीर है, जागे और रोवे. Second is separateness of desire is there. My desire is separate, God's desire is separateness. Husband wants to eat something, wife wants to eat something. Guru wants to eat something, disciple wants to eat something else. I don't have unition of desire. ये प्रेम है क्या? Do you think our desires can win any time? चलेगी तो उसी की ना. Your life must have seen that his desire wins and prevails. How much you may try or how much you may not try. And in order to push our desire, they struggle to push our desire. We do any exercise. We fight with people. We have animosity with people. We lose our character. We lose our integrity. We fight with our father and mother also sometimes. कहाँ गई हमारी डिजायर? नहीं, हमारी डिजायर नहीं है. Loving is not that easy, and there is no other way to hold the mind's problem. There is no other way. Problem is this. What is your desire, Bhagavan? I have no desire. Why you are going? I am just going to fulfill some God's desire. Life is very easy if you fulfill Lord's desire. Life is very difficult if you fulfill your desire. I want my son to become a very big person. अब मरो तुम उस son के साथ. You don't know he has brought his own prarabdha. Let God desire fulfill his. Why are you after that son? He is God's son first. Nothing to do with anybody. I have nothing to do with anybody. I have come to fulfill some of the God's desire. And if any work is not fulfilling God's desires, that work has no value for me. As a devoted wife is there, if husband's desire is not fulfilled, husband is not happy with something, she has no value for that. A disciple is there, he does something which doesn't please the Guru, doesn't take to truth, that work has no value for that disciple. And if you throw me away also, but if you fulfill my desire, your desire, God, I am very happy. Like Sita ji was there. You heard Sita Charanagati in Valmiki Ramayana. Don't think that she was very sad. She was happy that I am fulfilling God's plan. How much sadness may be there? At the core of her heart, when she thought of Ramji, she saw a smiling Ram. Everybody contemplates. And when Sitaji contemplated on Ramji, in Valmiki's ashram, she always saw that Ramji is holding hands of Sitaji. So Sita, you and me are non-separable. गिरा रथ जल बीच सम कहियत भिन्न भिन्न बंदौ सीता राम पद जिन्हीं परम प्रिय खिंड. Like the water and wave are non-separable, Sita. This is what Hanumanji told. Like rays and sun are inseparable, Sita and Ram are inseparable. Sita and Ram were not separable. That Ramji sent Sita to exile. It's not like that. That Leela's one aspect was to prove the Sharanagati of Sita. That she can do to any pains to fulfill the desire of Ram. They are totally surrendered. Do you think Bharatji went to take Bhagwan Ram from the forest? And he brought whole Singhasan also of Bhagwan Ram from Ayodhya. Whole army came. And Bhagwan Ram, when he had an inkling, he went away empty-handed. Only Paduka he got. He left his desire. We go out in the world to fulfill our desire. And if somebody doesn't fulfill my desire, egocentric desire, not God-centric desire, God-centric desire will be fulfilled. Let me tell you, if you want to have a God-centric desire, it will be fulfilled. If you want darshan of Lord, Lord will give darshan. If you want to do jap focused, your jap will be focused. 10 years, 20 years it will take, but you will get that goal. But I want worldly desires to be fulfilled, which is prarabdha oriented. Doubt is there, whether it will be fulfilled or not, whether I get famous or not, whether I have a wife or not. I want to decrease the distance between my desire and God's desire. This is second point. Okay. And third was, I want to decrease the distance between my notion, my ideas. I feel body is real. I feel world is real. I feel I am a small jeev. What God feels. When we go out to reduce these three things, that is called Karma Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. Bhog is where I want to push my desire, to satisfy my sensual pleasure. I go out for my name, my fame, I want to see that am I big in your eyes or not. Am I big in your eyes? Your eyes? I'm very small. Hey, get out. Your eyes, I'm very big. You are very close. Come here, close to you. This is how we don't pass one life. Lives after lives. Like the animal who just searches for the food. Cat, dog will search, the only thing they will search whether any bone is there or not, any milk is there or not, any worm is there or not, rat is there or not. Similarly, we search our own ego's food in this world. And we eat that poisonous food and make our mind a disturbed mind, hellish mind. You don't know. The person who lives with you, he starts experiencing that mind. Sometimes I live, I don't know. But one who is in company, you are known by how much the person around you enjoy you. Because that is what the thought you have. You're not a body. What is the container of your thoughts? If you have a hankar thought, people will say, okay, ito bada hankari, bhagwan yahan se, I don't want you. If you have God, people will be flocking around you. Like they flocked around Gurudev and Swami Shivanand Maharaj and Ramana Maharshi, who never left his abode, and still thousands came to his place too. Today also, when I went to the river Namalai, today also it is houseful. The quarters you can't get immediately. You have to book it in advance. क्या था उनमें? What was there in him? They reduce the distance and we increase our distance. When there is a sorrow, and Arjuna had this sorrow that I can't see you, I can't tolerate the distance also. This sadness was of distance. This cry which Arjuna had was of intolerance to the distance that Krishna and Arjuna are not together now. At will, I cannot see you. Whenever I wanted, I used to rush to Dwarka, or you used to come here. I could talk to you. I can hold your hand. We used to eat in the same plate. Sometimes Arjuna used to give his jutha to Bhagavan Lord, Krishna. And Bhagavan ate with lot of love also. Because in the childhood also he used to eat jutha of others, of his Gopal. अरे प्याज बिना जूठा खाए तो होता नहीं. Bhagavan also ate somebody, बोले it is mine now. That distance he couldn't tolerate. And therefore Arjuna was almost mad in crying. And we are very happy without God. We don't know that we are sitting on the snakes. We don't know. What I am eating is very sweet, but it's a poisonous kheer. Lizard was in the kheer, no? 2 lizards, not more, only 2. Hello, or this relation, this kheer of so-called relatives. Let me come to the point. These relatives, no, husband, wife, children, we don't see God there. If it was God, it was Amrit, it was Charanamrit. If I see husband with God, wife with God, child with God, God's child, God's wife, God's husband, then to everything has become sadhana for you, boss. You cut God everywhere. And therefore you demand, how did you know you cut God? Because you demand for yourself. If you had seen God, your samarpan vritti will be there. I want to give myself to you. I see God in you. I have to serve you. I have to offer myself. But no. Here I want my own self to be satisfied. Why didn't you see me? Why was neglected that place? Why you talk to that person and not to me? He is important for you. I am not important for you. All these things going on now. Arjuna couldn't tolerate that. Near Arjuna's state come to us. So much he cried is written here. He became, Yudhishthir ji's whole feet got wet. Bhim, Nakul, Sahadev, Kunti, everybody, somebody is inconsolable. They held him, took back to his room. And he had an altar which Bhagavan has given his padukas, Bhagavan's padukas. He fell down, he fainted. It is when in love of God you start fainting, then God comes. As long as you are alive and you are not dying, God doesn't come. He thinks he still can live without me. When Arjuna fainted, even water he couldn't drink. They sprinkled water on him. At that time God took. Which avatar? Parthasarthi. And all those words which he had heard, that quiet Arjuna's mind, it came in his mind. Whole Gita from second chapter started. Tell me, which chapter? Which chapter? Whole Gita, I said, no, why not? Which chapter? Still Arjuna's tear was not stopping. Again it started. Second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time. Till he became one in his Swarup. And really he could say, Nashto mohaha smritir labdha. And very clearly it is written in 31st slok. I hope it is underlined. Vishokaha brahma sampatya. Dukkheshvanudvigna manaha. Sukheshu vigata spraha. Vitarag bhayakrodha. Sthitadhir muniruchyate. Yas sarvatra nabhisneha. Tat tat prapya shubha shubham. Nabhinandati nadveshti. Tasya prajna pratisthita. Vishaya yada samharate chayam. Kurmongani va sarvashah. Indriyani indriyarthebhyah. Tasya prajna pratisthita. Do you think Bhagavan will leave Arjuna? Vishoka. How? Brahma sampatya. Third case. He became Brahman. Please see, Sanchinna Dvai Samshaya, his duality in the mind went away. Leena Prakriti Nairgunyad. He became apart from three gunas. 31st slok. Got it? Alingatvat. He got dissociated with the subtle body. Amani bhava, what is called? Nubdeshsar. Nashtamanusot krishta yogina. Krityamasti kim swasthitim yata. Asambhava is not going to be born again. Same Arjuna who was inconsolably fainting and crying, ultimately went into deep meditation. Quiet. ठीक है? You got the point? Yudhishthir came. Said Arjun, Bhim, Nakul, Sahadev. Call Parikshit. Parikshit came. He said, Kali Yuga has come. And he took away his crown. Who? Gave it to Parikshit. He said, get my white clothes. Ordinary white clothes. He put. He did the last Karm Kand. This is the fulfillment of Grahasthash. Last Havan he did. Viraja home it is called. Offered pranam to everybody. All ornaments left. All Pandavas left all ornament. Visrujya tatra tat sarvam dukul valayadikam 40th slok. Nirmamo nirhankara samchinna sesh bandhana. 40th slok. All the... Do you think he had any problems? His kingdom was running wonderfully. Bhagwan had given the support. People were all conducive. Any bhog was less. Any diseases were less. He said, no, I am renouncing everything. Don't follow me. All people of the state came, ran behind him. He said, don't follow, I am told you. And he told Pandavas, I won't look behind you. You are not my brother now. I was waiting for this day. Tell me why? Huh? Why? He already had the joy of meditation. He has so much of dispassion. He was waiting for this day where I can be free from all responsibilities. I've always said this is called settling down. You know what the meaning of settling down? We use this word in jobs, in marriages also. Settling down means I have no responsibility, no work, all joy. No bhog, all joy. And dvand, outer honor, dishonor is not going to influence me. I am not dependent on any person, any place to live. Wherever God takes me, like a dry leaf is pushed by its wind. This body is also like a dry leaf now. Let it be taken anywhere. Totally yadrichha labh santushta. This is called sannyas vritti. I don't need kingdom, I don't need money, I don't need relative, I don't need wife, I don't need all these years. I was preparing for this day. It is not a sudden thing. Volcano doesn't develop all of a sudden. It is seen suddenly. Cyclone doesn't come all of a sudden. It builds quite days to build up that cyclone. Quietness doesn't come all of a sudden. Nirmamo nirhankaraha. Not that it dropped attachment. Already attachment was not there. Why? He was already reveling in the Lord's form, His sarup. This is sannyas. Sannyas is a sign of very intelligent living a person has lived. What intelligent living? All what he did in the world, all bhog he did. He found out how much time I gave, how much energy I gave, how much money I gave. And what joy I got. How was it long lasting? What is free from maintenance? Are the people whom I loved really they were with me? Were they an asset and I had to maintain them? Is this world really holding on to? These were the questions. Keeping these questions, he went in the world to get the answers. You go in the world with these questions to get the answers of this question. I'm repeating the questions. Where from I am trying to get joy? Do I get the joy which I expected? Considering the amount of time I gave, energy I gave, money I gave, character I gave sometimes, dharma I gave sometimes. Did I get it? Question number 1. Is anybody there who can support me? Question number 2. Number 3. Is there anything equivalent to my meditative joy, my japa of meditation and puja part? Is there something equivalent to God's joy? He goes out. He goes in the grahastha. He goes everywhere. And you know the answers. And when he is convinced of the answer, that no, world does not have that joy. It has more sorrows. Those who I went to get joy from, that only I got sorrows. I was banking on their fake love. It was a fake love of the people. It was a fake sorrow that I got hatred. I hated that person. I got attached to this person. It was my fake ahankar which I wanted to portray everywhere. I was exposed. My attachment was exposed. My hatred was exposed. In 20 year, 30 year. Not that I'm frustrated. I have everything. But I have lost total faith that it can give me joy. Nasti akrita kritena. Parikshalokan karmachitan brahmana nasti akrita kritena. Tad vijnanartham sa guru meva vigachet. Samit pani shrotriyam brahmanishtam. Yudhishthir was very quiet. Because he was convinced, which Ishwar will give me the support. I have all my joys and now I am settled. Are you getting? What he did, after that? Tomorrow I'll see that. He put on the bark of the tree. He left Anna Jal, etc. Whatever royal food he was taking. He had long hair. Disheveled hair his hair became like this. He went out like a mad person. Anapeksh manah niragat ashrunvan badhiro yatha. Like a mad, like a deaf person. Why deaf? Nobody can talk to me now. Don't talk to me. Enough I have talked to everybody. And this state should come. It's everybody's life. If not in this birth, at least for mentally we should become sannyasi someday. At least mentally I should say I don't want. I'm contented with myself. I don't need to do any work now. Enough I have done. No bhog is required. Just little food is required for sustaining my body. I have no hatred toward anybody. No attachment toward anybody. But I want to revel in my own self. Remember the port I said, possession, obsession, relation and transaction. Port reduction is called sannyas. Possession, obsession, relation and transaction. Now what is? I want to give full. Why? Because few years are remaining of my life now. I just want to focus totally. Please don't disturb me. He took all these forms. You know why? Don't disturb me. There's a sign. I'm not available for you now. Please. He was 125 years almost. I gave you 124 years. Give me 5-6 months of my life. 1 year of my life. Don't talk to me now. I just want to contemplate and meditate. All Pandavas followed him. Kunti followed him. And what they were doing? Manasa dharayamasu Vaikuntha Charanambujan, 46 shlok. In their heart, only Krishna Bhagavan was there. Tadhyano driktaya bhaktya. Bhakti was full by the meditation they did. Mind was absolutely pure. Arjuna already you saw. Tasmin Narayana Pade Kantamata Yogatim. They all became full of Lord Krishna's Swarup. And ultimately they went to Himalayas in Swargarohana, and each one of them left their body. Draupadi also has attained Godhood, and they merged in the self. This is the culmination. You know that point came that Yudhishthira didn't like anything, as if the hungry person doesn't like anything than the food. You see the result of that. He got it now. Why a person takes sannyas? 2 reasons. Don't disturb me now. No duty I can perform. My only duty is the one who fed me from birth together. One birth, father, mother, you are so much responsible. Millions of father, mothers, when I was a worm, also he fed me. I am now want to be totally for him. I don't want to waste a single second without him. He is my Param Pita, Param Mata. I want to give him non-divided, without any distraction I want to give attention. Undivided attention. Physically, mentally, sannyas. No duty. Scripture has said no duty now. Food will come to you, don't worry. You just focus on God. Yogakshimam vahamiyam. Ananyas chintantu mam. That was his state. And then he went to Kedarnath. If you know the story, they established the temple there. Pandavas. Please Lord Shiva. There. Few more places they went. Tirthatan they did. You got the goal of the life. We also will die like worm and dog and cat. He has not come. Elders say, kya hai? How long will play with the toys and cry with the broken toys and praying to the God, oh God, please settle the leg of that toy. How long these toys will be my life? Let the one who is myself, on whom whole Brahman merges and emerges. Yatah pravritti prasita purani tamev chadyam purusham prapadde. From whom whole world has come and goes back. I surrender to that Paramatma. And my attention, my mind, my soul, my thinking, my thought is only for maintaining one thought exclusively. That is the goal of sannyas, which he attained. Please note, Grihastha ashram was not contradictory, it was complementary. There should come a stage. This is called, death is not a death now, it is not a death, it is a celebration of being merging in the self. More we'll see.